Hey, welcome to Mercy Couture Wigs YouTube channel. All right, so we have everything wigs that you need, hair tutorials, behind the scenes footage. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below, mercycouturewigs.com. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video, I am going to make a wig and do a bleach bath, more like a peroxide bath. But we're going to take this black wig and make it into a chocolate brown. All right, so here we go. We're going to make a wig on an adjustable dome cap. All right. What I'm doing now is, and as you know if you follow me, that I am using a baby wipe to move all of the hair back so it doesn't get any bleach on it when I do the bleach. And I'm using my favorite, Blonde Me. So I start from the bottom because the bottom takes a long time to process. But right now I'm going to start in the side that I'm parting in, so that way I could just, knock it out, and that way it could get bleached in advance. But you want to, again, do it lightly. And I'm going to actually get me a spatula to do this instead of using the knife, because this type of knife has like a edge on it, so it's not, like, to me, as smooth as it could be if it was just a spatula. So stay tuned, we'll try that out. All right, and I'm going all the way up, and I use just like a half of scoop. All right. Okay, so this is going on, and I am doing the guidelines. So with the guidelines, I'm doing this is on adjustable wig cap, but I guess we can be transparent, right? Yeah, we had to redo this whole wig again, but because this whole wig was jacked up. I mean, it was jacked up. You'll see why it was jacked up. Like, this was a big learning lesson for me. I was trying to rush and do it, and I should have just gotten everything I needed and done it properly. All right, but this is just a wig for myself. So by that I mean, well, right now I'm using an adjustable cap, and I'm just marking everything, and I have a lot of hair. The tracks are long, so I'm trying to make sure that I get everything, and I'm pretty much going to double the tracks as well. So I go all the way to the top and just draw my line, and that's what the line will be. So this is the jacked up part, which I'm not going to spend too much time showing you guys, but my footer was broken. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't, but the one on the left, the little curve that goes up, broke. So all the hair kept snagging. It was hell and back trying to get this through underneath. It was just a hot mess. Like, the wig was flat and all that, but it just was a hot mess to make. And I was like, oh, hell no. Okay, so now we actually got a better machine. So I'm doing this. I went and ordered it, and this is now actual metal one. So this one works way better than the other plastic one. Oh my gosh, like, I can glide the wig under. Where was I all this time? Nothing's getting snagged. I'm using a zigzag stitch because this is a adjustable dome cap, and the reason why I'm gonna use a zigzag stitch on this is because I noticed when you use a straight stitch and you want to take the hair out in case you mess something up, it is extremely hard to see the threads, because the threads basically look like the threads on the weft. But with the zigzag stitch, you can actually see where the threads are. So I use a straight stitch when I'm using a ventilated cap, but I'm using a zigzag stitch when I use like a dome cap. That's just, my opinion. It works out better. But hey, you can do whatever you want, All right. So we are sewing the last track on the wig, and I'm connecting. No, this is actually not the last track on the wig. Excuse me. This is just a regular track on the wig, and we're just sewing it and moving. You just push the wig under, so you don't want to stretch anything, because this is a stretchy cap, so you don't want to stretch it, otherwise it's going to buckle, and then you're going to have lumps and stuff in the wig, and then you're going to see it through the hair, and it's going to be hard and feeling all that stuff. So if you're trying to make a wig for somebody else, just try to avoid to have bumps and stuff. If you have bumps on your wig, you have to take it out and redo it again, okay? And I'm telling you, when I was trying to sew that wig, that's why I didn't even show you all the whole wig making, because it was just a hot mess. And I have other videos that you can refer to as well, but it was just a hot mess. So here I'm sew on my closure first, so I'm just now separating the hair, making sure the hair isn't getting caught up in the other hair. But for the most part, yeah, this is how you sew. And I know it's difficult sometimes to see it online visually, as opposed to being one-on-one with somebody. So I hope this is helpful. I hope the angle works for you, and I hope that you understand and get a lot pretty much of what's going on in the video. All right, so we are going to, hey, look at the wig, check it out. All right, so it is nice and done. This hair color will be no more, but what we're going to do is just, yeah, so this is like a loose deep wave. Sorry, I should have said that from before. This is loose deep wave, 20 inches with an 18-inch 5x5 HD lace closure. Okay, so I'm just going to just quickly show you. I'm going to flat iron the top, which I did a lot of flat ironing and a lot of stuff which I shouldn't have done, but I just wanted to see what the wig would look like pressed out, because actually this is my first loose deep wave hair, and I actually am not a big fan of it just because I want more curls, but it has a wave, it's loose. Next time I should have probably gotten a deep wave, that way it would have been curlier, but I could also braid this and, you know, see how it looks. All right, so right now we are going to put peroxide on this hair and lighten this color up. Okay, so this is really simple. It's not a quick solution. It's not when you do the bleach and you put, because I'm just afraid that it's going to lighten up too much for me and too quick, because, you know, but again, it depends if you want that brown or light honey brown blonde look, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just taking all of the hair, and sorry, I'm taking the peroxide, which is 40 volume developer, and because I feel that that's gonna get it lighter the quickest, and I'm saturating the hair. Okay, I did not wet the hair. It's dry, and I'm putting, I did have mousse on the hair though, because I did put mousse on the hair off camera just to keep it like the crinkly and keep it like a little wavy look. But yeah, so I don't think the mousse did anything to it. The peroxide penetrated perfectly well. It went right through it. So I'm just taking it, and you want to saturate the crap out of this, okay? Just rub as much as you can and saturate it. All right, there we go. So I'm using, and I used technically for a 20-inch wig with, this was only 2 bundles, and I probably had like about a foot or something of a bundle left, piece of the tracks. I would say you can use about like a good half to almost a bottle, depending on how thick the hair is. If it's probably really curly, you might use a little more. You know what I'm saying? But you want to get the roots, you want to get everything. It depends on what you want. Now, if you didn't want the roots, you would probably take a comb and comb through the top. That way you make sure that you don't get anything, you know, you have some roots, real rootness, and you could just gradient and fade in the actual product onto the hair. So I'm putting a lot, and I'm just going to make sure that I'm getting everything in between everything. Now, I already bleached the knots and everything, so, you know, it's not going to really do anything, but it might just maybe, I don't know what it's going to do, actually. Don't get me the lying. Sorry about that. But it's not going to do anything damage-wise because I didn't put any bleach. And it didn't damage the hair after I waited. So, again, that was my, you know, tester. So I'm wrapping this in saran wrap. You want to make sure it stays moist. And I'm leaving it on for approximately 12 hours. Now, if you want it to be a lot lighter, or if you want it to not be as light, you can set it for like, what, 5, and keep checking it and just to see. But I think I set it from 7 to actually 12. It was more than 12 hours. It was about like 16 hours that I did it. So if you could do it for 10 hours, you're maybe going to get a lift, like maybe a number 2. If you have number 1 here, you're probably going to get a 2. So I think this was a number 4 that I eventually got. So, and as you can see right here, this is what it looks like. Yes, this is what it looks like on everything. I didn't put any mousse in or anything. I just wet it. And this is what the final result looks like. Gorgeous. I am loving this color, okay? I might want to do something else and bring it down a little bit because it might be a little too light in my opinion. But we'll see.